I was down, but now I'm up. I used to be stuck in the mud. This is God, it ain't no love.
Yeah, I was down, but now I'm I was down, but now I'm
The Calamity Gang!
and I will always love you.
What are we gonna do?
Why are you No, we're gonna do it again here.
Now, let's settle down, folks. I can explain. There's been a rash of robberies from trains to towns, from wagons to watering holes. This is just a warning to stay alert.
As my pappy used to say, keep your head on a swivel.
And why would they be bringing that trouble to our beloved Wonder Junction?
Well, ma'am,
Didn't hurt nobody.
our best guess is they want what you've got.
Not to mention the bank vault full of gold.
This ain't no ordinary town. Y'all are living in a boom town.
Thieves love thieving a boom town.
Do we know how many of them there are, Marshal?
Well, best as we can tell, there are 5 bandits.
Five whole gun-slinging bandits at once.
Well, now you've done it, Marshal.
Is she okay? Is there a doctor in the house?
No, not I, sir. I'm merely the town veterinarian
But you're a doctor.
for animals.
Hey, everyone, just please be still.
Are you a doctor?
No, sir. I'm Pastor Michael Matthew Mason. This here's my niece. She's the fainting type.
So, who exactly are we talking about here, Marshal?
Well, I can't ratless say just yet, but it looks like we're dealing with the infamous Calamity Gang.
The Calamity Gang!
Heavens, child.
Doc?
Animals, chap. Animals.
You know, these boys have been running the law in circles across 3 states.
And Wonder Junction is prime for the picking.
When do you think this so-called Calamity Gang is fixing to arrive?
Ma'am, these ain't exactly the type that send you a telegram to let you know they're coming.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
They arrived.
Very good.
But I can tell you all this. We're working on a plan to capture those varmints.
And thanks to the good marshal here, we'll be ready for them dirt devils.
This reminds me of 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion.
That's right, Pastor Mason. And thank you for the warning, Marshal.
What would you have us do, Sheriff?
Y'all go about your business. Nothing is going to distract us from our upcoming holiday.
What about maybe hiring some more deputies to stand watch at the bank around the clock?
I'll be hiring more deputies to stand watch at the bank round the clock.
That is a good idea.
Hey, Thelma. Did you hear about the upcoming holiday?
Oh, yeah, okay. I did, but I want to ask you first, because I heard something. Did you hear what the sheriff done said just now about the upcoming holiday?
The bank.
Yeah, well, close, yeah.
Oh, the bank vault full of gold.
That's right. There's a bank vault full of gold. That means there's gold in this town, and tons of it.
Well, and they're all worried about the calligraphy gang.
And they'll blame the Calamity Gang if it goes missing, right?
When, Thelma? When it goes missing?
When?
Now,
No.
like I was saying, y'all carry on for the holiday. Who knows how many people be visiting us next week?
Including the Calamity Gang. Ha ha!
Not very brotherly, Clint.
First of all, I'm a delight.
If anyone wants to volunteer for deputy shifts down at the bank, come see me.
I'd like to offer my services to the town sheriff. You need any more deputy badges or handcuffs made, or wind chimes? Yeah?
Mighty kind, blacksmith, mighty kind. Anyone else? Anyone? All right, back to it, I suppose. Oh, pardon me, ladies. Sheriff Espinoza, Gonzalez, Martinez, Elliot the third.
Pleasure, Sheriff.
Say, I haven't seen y'all around these parts before. Anything I can help you with?
That's mighty kind of you, Sheriff. Well, my sister and I, we was just passing through town looking for gold with easy pickings.
Right, but honest like, not like thieving it from a bank or nothing like that.
Right.
Right.
Like mining it for ourselves.
In a mine. Right, like pickaxing and shoveling and whatnot. Not thieving it from that there Boomtown bank vault. Oh, no ma'am.
It's funny.
That is oddly specific.
Yep.
Say, y'all know anyone from around your parts looking to guard our gold from the Calamity Gang?
You know, we ain't know no law like that, Sheriff, but they sure do know us. Oh, would you quit that?
What my sister is trying to say is that we try to keep friendly with the local authorities.
Right, we just ain't no good at it. Ha-ha, almost.
All right. Well, thought it was worth the ask. Y'all take care now.
Bye now. Y'all come back now, you hear?
You hear?
You think of what I'm thinking?
I reckon, but where are we gonna find 3 Yule logs and a barn owl?
What incarnation are you thinking?
Well, what are you thinking?
I was thinking we tell that there sheriff that we was deputies in our last town.
Oh, that is not what I was thinking, Dunice, but wait a minute, we robbed our last town.
The sheriff ain't knowing that.
Oh, okay, so we lied to another sheriff.
It's not a lie, though. It's a scheme.
Oh, okay. So we scheme to the sheriff and we get her keys to the vault and then we take the gold from the vault and then we become the richest outlaws in the West again.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll be satisfied.
Yeah, of course you'll be satisfied. And I will make sure that those double-crossing catalytic converters take the blame.
You mean the Calamity Brothers?
The Calamity Brothers.
Right.
Mama will be so proud of us getting along and scheming together.
Breaking the law?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go scope out the bank. You coming?
No, I'm going to sit here and just be with my thought.
Reconnaissance. I like your thinking.
Why am I fixing this post anyways? 'Tisn't broken. Still, I shall overcome. You lot will be astounded at the wondrous work I can do.
What are you yammering on for? No one's gonna notice your fence posts. They will be admiring the works of my hands, however.
Mrs. Kritz, are you writing the word school or drawing a buffalo? I cannot rightly tell.
The nerve! At least I have the decency to tell you you're holding that there hammer backwards.
Madam, I am a doctor of veterinary medicine, not a builder.
I ain't no builder neither. I still know how a hammer works.
Plenty of admiration to go around. In fact, I'll leave a little pile of it right over here for you two to bicker over.
What are you brooming for anyhow? You're just moving dirt round other dirts.
I'm brooming because the Founders Day Planning Committee asked me to do the brooming, and they know it's going to be perfect because of me.
Absolute filth everywhere, child. I say a mere swipe of one's foot would undo all that you've done.
Oh, dirt sweeping? A fence post. Huh. At least my sign will be displayed high enough for everybody to appreciate.
Gather round, one and all, to admire the giant yellow school buffalo.
I'm making something beautiful here, and everybody's gonna thank me for it.
Well, I am making something useful, and everyone will be thanking me for it.
Well, I am making something perfect, and everyone is going to thank me for it.
My beloved townsfolk, what bees be got in y'all's bonnet?
I don't know what to do. It's a dirt town. It's made of dirt.
Well, ain't this like the Garden of Eden? Everyone wanting praise and glory for themselves and turning on the other to accuse?
We ain't mean no harm, honest.
Who made the most useful, beautiful, and perfect thing ever, according to Colossians 1?
Well, Jesus did.
Who deserves glory for everything in the world?
Jesus does.
What did God promise Jesus would do later?
Defeat Satan, sin, and death for us on the cross.
That's right. Jesus made it all beautiful and perfect. And even when we ruined it, he promised to fix it for us.
So, Jesus is the one that gets the glory.
Not us.
I'm sorry for the way I spoke to both of you.
So am I.
Me too.
That's right. Let's all remember to be in wonder of our great God and Creator.
Let's go rustle up some lemonade and cool off for a bit.
Who is this Jesus they're all talking about? Defeating sin? On a cross? And a promise to fix what?
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you.
You sure don't say much.
Ain't much needs saying.
Hey, Clint, you got a new friend?
Friend? Whoa. Where'd he go? Can't. Just another job, man. I don't even know his name.
What do you want with you?
He came in here and ordered up 3 sets of handcuffs and 3 sets of lead horseshoes. Isn't that peculiar?
That is peculiar. Lead horseshoes? Them horses be slower than molasses.
Yeah, the weirdest part is he didn't even glance twice at my wind chimes.
You don't say. Anything else you reckon?
Can't say, ma'am. I just keep my head down and do my job. Also, I'm making a new set of wind chimes today. Did I tell you about these ones with the rustic flair?
Yeah, Clint, you did.
Excuse me, ma'am sheriff, madam sheriff, Miss Sheriff, Mrs. Sheriff.
What can I do you for?
Well, my sister and I, when we last spoke, my sister and I, we plumb forgot to mention that we were deputies in our last town and we just rode in from
Hither yonder.
Hither and yon?
there.
No, ma'am, hither yonder. It's a one-horse plot of land, hardly any outskirts. You blink, you miss it. There's hardly two tumbleweed to rub together.
Anyway, we just wanted to offer our professional services of deputizing, deputooting.
Right, the vault. Sheriff, we're offering our services to protect the vault until the threat of the Calamity Gang passes.
I don't know, gals. How long do y'all say you been deputies of the law for?
10.
10? 10 what?
1,000.
No. Excuse us, Sheriff.
I'm sorry.
1,000? 10,000 what? You expect me to tell that sheriff that we've been upholding the law for 10,000 years?
Well, I panicked, and Mama said, "Don't let Thelma do the talking."
Well, she was right. You are always messing up. You fix it this time.
No,
fix it, Thelma.
Me, right now.
Yep, right now. Fix it.
Days. 10,000 days, Sheriff.
Yes.
So you mean you're telling me that you been deputies of the law at a town I've never heard of
Precisely.
for 10,000 days?
Yeah, you give or take.
Why, that's nearly 27 years. Was you 3 when you started, child?
Combined, Your Honor. 27 years.
Right.
Between
13,
the two.
13.
Stop talking.
Okay.
Well, I reckon we need the help, and I ain't had one volunteer. Welcome to Wonder Junction, deputies.
All right. What? Me?
Your names.
Oh, of course, Thelma.
And I'm Dooney's.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Now, where did you two ladies say you were from?
Hither, lawn darts.
Hither yonder.
Right, where was that again? You see, by God's grace, I'm a traveled man, and I ain't never been to hither yonder.
No?
Nope, never even heard of it.
Well, you gotta go. It's a delight. You know, it's just a wrinkle pass, 2-boot scooty. Home of Mikey McGrudy.
Mikey McGrudy?
Yeah, Mikey McGrudy, he's a real cutie patootie. What plays the mean flutie?
Floaty, you know. Where did...
That is not a flute. Put it away, okay. Anyhow, it's just a small, a one-horse town. No outskirts. If you blink, you miss it. And not even 2 tumbleweeds to rub together.
Well, it sounds fun.
So
I
fun.
may just have to brush up on my geography.
It couldn't hurt.
You do that. We'll see you later now. Bye. What are you doing? I don't know. You're just messing up your words in front of the sheriff, and now you're making a fool of yourself in front of the preacher man. That is not a flute.
But
It is not. Put it away.
I panicked. And I was doing the best I could, right? I'm just not quick on my feet like you is. Okay.
What was that?
That was a bell kick.
It certainly was not. Try it with like a running start, maybe.
Okay.
You gotta get some air. Good.
Bell kick.
That was like a bell trip. You gotta
Okay, show me.
get some air and get
Wow.
kick at the end. Stop it. Stop it. No, but really, stop.
I reckon that was a pretty good bell. It just serves my point that I need a little bit of help is all. And you remember what Mama said. Y'all gotta stick together.
Well, you gotta start pulling your weight. I ain't got time for someone what messes up as much as you, Thelma. Clean up your own messes for once. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go get some grub. You stay here and hear what you can hear.
Right here?
Yeah, over there.
Over here?
Yeah, behind the thing. Hide. Just stay there. Yeah, no.
Well, Clint, reckon we're gonna need 2 fresh deputy badges and 2 new sets of handcuffs.
And wind chimes?
Pardon me, Miss Sheriff. You don't, get a sneaky feeling about them sisters?
Oh, I do. It's just, I ain't got much choice, Pastor. It's them or nobody.
I tell you what, Sheriff, I got so much clothing and fine jewelry at home, I could not sleep for fear of the Calamity Gang calamity. Did I hear you're hiring deputies to stand outside my door?
Miss Howell, do you see this here hat?
I do. A fine hat, little small, a perfect size.
And do you see this here badge?
Yes, I do.
Do you mind reading for me what this badge says?
Sheriff?
Yes, that's right. Now, do you reckon I can do my job?
Golly, Sheriff, I meant no disrespect. I'm just a poor, defenseless woman. Too much money.
You know, Mrs. Hell, I can fashion you a shade.
And diamonds and pearls and gold. Why, all manner of stocks and bonds.
Yep, it'll all fit in there, ma'am.
Balderdash Clint, I can't afford a safe.
But you just said that
What I said was, nobody ever wants to help little old me. No one ever comes to my aid.
Look, I'm offering.
The West is wild, Clint.
Miss Howell, I'm sorry I cannot station deputies at your personal estate. We don't have the manpower to babysit nobody.
Perhaps the townsfolk could take turns standing watch. Of course, they wouldn't be allowed inside unless they're freshly bathed, laundered. You understand.
If I may.
By all means, Pastor.
Do you recall a name given to Jesus before his birth?
Golly, Pastor, I'm embarrassed to say that part I don't recall.
Well, Jesus was called Emmanuel. That means God with us. Even when we are sinners, Jesus was with us and will be with us always.
All glory to God. Thanks for that reminder. I know I never have to worry about today or tomorrow because Jesus is always with me.
Amen.
As far as your personal effects are concerned, perhaps take the blacksmith up on his offer.
Yeah, I'm very reasonably priced. You know, I'll even throw in a set of wind chimes for free.
Y'all, I got something to tell y'all.
What
I got
is it,
something
Kyle?
to tell y'all. It's up north of town, past Camelback Ridge. It's the Calamity.
Do something, Doctor!
I shall do something. I shall tell you a tale. The lass was out gathering blueberries when the marshal came riding through.
The marshal?
The Marshal! And he's a yelling, little Missy, get yourself back to town, get yourself back to town now. There's trouble brewing. It's the Calamity Gang.
The Calamity Gang is just beyond Camelback Ridge.
Heavens to Betsy, is nothing sacred to these ruffians? I must go hide my effects. The West, it's wild!
I believe he mentioned that nightfall was near and she should warn the town to get indoors.
Which was stating the obvious, but I wasn't about to argue, so ran as fast as I could back to town. Then I saw Doc Clark, and here he is, warning yins.
Well, consider us warned. I'll go holler down Main Street. Pastor, you go tell them's over there by the church. And Doc Clark, will you please get Miss Maribel home safely?
God bless you, Sheriff.
I just did reconnaissance, and I think I got some good news to tell Denise. Maybe she'll be a little bit less cross with me. But this Emmanuel, this God with us, Jesus coming to live with a bunch of sinners, who want to live with a bunch of people like that anyhow? Who even is this Jesus?
We trust
17 bank heists, 16 market holdups, a dozen stagecoach robberies, and it's only June.
Right on track. What's next, Jack?
Well, we have a few heists coming up. We have one tomorrow, and the big one is on Friday.
I'm most rooting for a little town on Friday called Wonder Junction.
Well, what's so great about Wonder Junction?
Well, it's a boom town. Rumor has it they have more gold in that vault than all of our past robberies combined.
Yeehaw! Let's not go losing our heads now there, Billy. You know, Wonder Junction ain't all split peas and blueberry pie.
I hears they got themselves a federal marshal sniffing around. Going out there warnings to town folk, warnings to sheriff.
Making his rounds, warning all the people, giving them safety advice. You know, making plans to stop us. Hogwash.
Should we change our plans?
Nah, that marshal is all talk. Ain't nothing stopping the three of us from getting to that loot.
What's a bunch of townsfolk gonna do anyways? We's professionals.
And if they try to stop us, you know what'll happen to them.
Oh, I know. They'll
get roasted.
You know, I really appreciate you offering to help me out on accounts of what I'm new and all, and I don't even know how to bail kick.
Yeah, that's a little embarrassing.
Well, but you know how to bail kick, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So my sister, I don't know if you met her yet, my sister Dunice, she was gonna teach me how to bail kick. She plumb forgot. So, would you be so kind as to help me with my bail kick?
Yeah, I kind of got to know what you're doing to like get a level going. So can I see it?
Can I just explain it to you?
No, I got to see it.
You got to see me do it.
I got to see it.
Well, just right over here.
Yeah, right there. That's perfect.
All right. Oh, what's that? You seen that?
I saw.
Okay,
yeah.
what can you do? Help me, please.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Well, are you crossing is the question.
No, of course. Who crosses?
Everybody crosses.
Oh, you cross?
That's like what you're supposed to do.
Okay, well, could you please demonstrate it for me?
Okay, so here's the deal. You're going to get a little bit of a running start, but then when you get there, you're going to step and cross and then kick. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, can you show me one more time, please?
Okay. Okay, ready?
Well, I can't do that, Miss Maribel.
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll try one time. Okay, so step, cross, jump, like so.
Yeah, you want to get that form there, so really point outwards.
Okay, like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Ready? Step, cross, kick.
That's pretty close. Pretty close.
Pretty close?
Not as good as mine. But I think you'll get there.
Okay, well, wait. Do you hear that?
Oh, did you hear about the slam?
I can't be seen like this. Can you just act normal? Act normal. This didn't happen. This didn't happen.
This is coming up. Better not touch the wind tower.
Where you been?
Oh no.
What about the kids?
They gotta rob us. I gotta get
No.
Townfolk,
I'm gonna die.
I've heard the murmurings amongst yous about the Calamity Gang. Please understand, we will not let them come in here like they own the place.
Oh, I feel like they already own
What are we gonna do?
I've got a spy a-tracking them, and your good sheriff here is boosting the local law enforcement. In fact, she hired 2 new deputies just yesterday.
But Marshall, what if we're not prepared when they come in? What if we're just not ready?
Whoa, steady, young lady. The key is to stay calm. One of their scouts came through here earlier today.
Wait, so you know they's coming here? Why wait?
Yeah, why don't you just go out there and haul off them crooks and robbers before they strike?
You can't jail them without them doing the crime.
We don't want them doing the crime to our little town.
Yes, what if they rob us and we can't stop them?
All due respect, Marshall, but we don't feel like this town is safe, no matter how much you tell us otherwise.
And frankly, I think painting and tying and hammering is useless.
Those bandits are gonna be licking their chops when they see how beautiful it is on Main Street.
What if we start tearing down these decorations instead of putting them up?
Yeah, why are we working so hard? Why don't we just tear it down so they think we're poor? Then we'll move on.
That is a great idea, Clint. Let's go.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen of Wonder Junction.
Okay.
Please, would you let the marshal do his job?
Sheriff's right. I am the authority here, and I'm telling you to stay on task. If you're living in fear, you ain't living.
Now, I know, because of the size of my hat, you might think this is my first rodeo. And even though you'd be correct, this is not the marshal's first rodeo. I ask you to trust him.
I think he's got us figured out. I mean, you heard him. He's got spies tracking Jack and Mac and everything. I mean, that's real fancy like. I don't know. I think he's serious about this.
He is just trying to keep them all calm. He don't know nothing about nothing. Listen.
I've got deputies in place, and they'll be patrolling the town. We'll make sure that Calamity Gang doesn't get a chance to strike.
All right, if you say so, we're just gonna have to believe you.
There's nothing to do now.
Ooh, that marshal.
Hi, Marshall.
You just tell me when he's gone.
Will do. He's still here. He's still here. Okay, you're clear.
All right, he ain't like no regular lawman, okay? I've been thinking. It's like he knows exactly what's gonna happen before it even happens. Like he's some kind of prophet or something.
A prophet?
Yeah.
He is a marshal. He's like supposed to know about this type of stuff. Besides, he ain't worse than anything we've been up against before. We will get that gold, Thelma. Don't worry.
No, sister, there's something more to it than that.
Well, he didn't say nothing, did he?
Well, no, I mean, he didn't say nothing outright, but I could see it in his eyes. It's like he knows he's lying, and when he talks, he's seen something that I can't see.
I think you're getting soft, Thelma. Besides, we are in too deep to turn back now. They don't know us, and we will be long gone before they figure it out.
Well, maybe I don't want to live like this no more, huh? You ever thought maybe? I don't know. Maybe what we's doing here is wrong?
No.
Lady? You both seem quite burdened, if you don't mind me saying so.
Whatever do you mean? I'm just a little tired.
I can see the burden you carry. You're running from something. Running won't make it go away.
Clearly, I ain't running. I'm a standing right here.
Right. And with all due respect, sir, we are the deputies here, and we will be doing the observating and the questioning in these parts. I mean, what is this, a town of prophets, I'm telling you?
Well, ma'am, I'm certainly no prophet, nor do I have all the answers. But I know who does.
Oh?
Have you heard of Jesus, the Christ, the true prophet of God?
No.
Yeah, Jesus, that's the one y'all been talking about, right?
Yep. He taught like no one had before. He calmed the storm, healed the sick, and made the blind see.
Yeah. Denice. Jesus.
That Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It sounds like a lot of codswallop if you ask me.
No, ma'am, it's true. Jesus speaks to our hearts, and his call is to repent and trust in him alone.
Well, I could use some alone time of my own right now, so.
But what if?
Come on, slowpoke.
What if we're in too deep? I mean, pardon me, my sister says that she ain't forgiven me for none of the bad stuff I ever did.
Well, Jesus taught that there's no such thing as too deep. No one's good, Thelma. Everyone's done bad things.
Well, but even you, I mean, you're a pastor.
Well, even I was a sinner before Jesus rescued me. I still sin, and I have to ask God to forgive me.
Well, you don't know me. How do you know if I'm good or not?
Like I said, Jesus said no one's a good.
But sometimes it's...
Out of one, Miss Eunice. That's why Jesus came to die for our sins.
Well, that is enough personal insults for today.
Where are you going?
Deputy, eyes up, eyes sharp. We've got bandits on the loose. And where's Thelma? Deputy Thelma.
Yes, sir. Here I am, sir.
Deputy.
Yes, sir.
You too, Denise. Both of you here. I need you to stay alert.
Well, shouldn't we be over by the bank, Marshal?
Great idea.
That's why I'm here. The sheriff's looking for you.
Then we gotta go see the sheriff.
I just got here.
No, sheriff first.
Okay. Okay. Pardon me, sir. Such an honest man.
Go. Seen anyone in a tiny hat lately?
Pastor Mason, might I have a quick word with you?
Absolutely, Marshall. What's on your mind?
I've got a little secret I need to let you in on.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you.
Mr. Veterinarian, sir, so would you say that you are afraid of the impending arrival of this calamity gang?
I mean, it's simply awful to imagine citizens of these beloved colonies partaking in such dastardly deeds, taking something that isn't theirs. Why didn't we just throw a whole bunch of perfectly acceptable tea into a harbor for the exact same reason?
Worried about being robbed? Heavens. The schoolhouse ain't got nothing worth stealing. Paper, pencils, and some books. There's no crook that's gonna come steal a book. If they would have read one of them books when they was in my class, they wouldn't have resorted to this life of crime. No, ma'am.
First up on my list of my top 25 favorite wind chime sets of 1844. Is this darling right?
Well, I reckon they're gonna have to lock that town up nice and tight if they want to preserve any manner of gold.
I mean, those calamity boys sure know how to
To
rob 'em.
swindle well-meaning folk out of every last penny.
Right, like the time we was working with them and they took our...
Like I said, they are thieves what love thieving.
Note the careful filigree pattern on the peacock's wings depicting the hope for the Battle of...
All I'm asking for is a couple able-bodied townsfolk to stand watch at my estate round the clock.
And will you be paying said townsfolk?
Beg your pardon? Am I going to hire them? As in pay them? With what money? Mine? Ha! What an absurd thought. Why, if I paid everyone for the work they did, I wouldn't be rich, now would I?
Say, what's everyone's gruff about my hat?
What we've got here is a commonplace bank heist. I learned about it in the academy.
Wait, you went to the academy? Is that where you get one of those big hats from?
All right, Miss Maribel. Now, these are uncertain times. Would you say that you are afraid of the Calamity Gang's impending arrival?
The Calamity Gang has some nerve coming into Wonder Junction and trying to thieve it. Of course I'm terrified. I'm merely a child. A child!
Number 24 on my list of favorite wind chime sets of 1844 boasts the rustic flair of a beautiful...
The Bible clearly says that I should only fear the Lord. What can man do to me?
Can I show you I've been working on my bell kick?
No, I don't think I'd want to see that. We got to fix the plan.
Oh, the plan.
Yeah, so first we got to befriend the sheriff.
Oh, that plan, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How you doing on that?
I mean, I haven't really become friends with her, but I figured we get the gold first, and then we get the key, right?
No, key first.
Okay.
Then gold. You can't get the gold without the key.
Okay, and then how do we get the key?
You got to befriend the sheriff.
I've been trying to befriend the sheriff, but I figured we get the gold first.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Okay.
And then, well, this...
Oh, and you know, we used to actually keep water in these, and they were made
I've
of
been
ocean.
around long enough to know when trouble's coming. And ladies, trouble's a-coming.
We ain't scared of nothing.
You should be. Some folks think that stealing is the answer. But all that'll get you is jail time.
Well, I mean, what are you accusing us for?
Yeah, we ain't thinking of stealing no gold or nothing.
I'm just saying, more gold in your pockets doesn't make life any better. Trust me.
I mean, I think he's right. This emptiness I feel, it just keeps getting worse and worse the more I chase after gold and stuff.
You always say that. I can't stop now. This town has so much gold. This is our chance to finally make it big. Just one last heist. Then you can leave it all behind.
I think you said that the last time. Yeah. And the time before that. And the time before that. And you know what? Nothing changes. In fact, it just keeps getting worse. Besides, what are you going to do after this one?
Another one, and another one, and another one, and another one.
Denise, you can't go on you can't go on lying and thieving your entire life. It's exhausting to keep up with. I want something that's worth more than gold. And you know what? This world, it sells us emptiness, and I ain't buying.
You are just scared, Thelma. What is one more job? Then you can retire and search after whatever you fancy.
No, I want to do better than this. Don't you want to do better and be Go.
I'm honest, Clint. This is the winningest shoe this side of the Mississippi.
Yes, sir.
Strong, durable. My horse's footing is guaranteed. Just gotta do one of these. See, old chap, see how sure-footed I am.
Sure-footed, you say? You can't catch a turtle going that slow.
What is the use of speed if you're lying sideways?
Oh, man. That was rough. I've been distracted by these new wind chimes I'm working on.
Anything other than the wind chimes?
Well, it's still in development, so it's very hush-hush.
Oh?
Hush-hush, Doc!
Why so secretive? You're a blacksmith. It's not like you're reinventing the wheel.
Well, I thought that our town veterinarian would be more interested in this experimental horseshoe.
Experimental horseshoe? You must show me these shoes, sir.
Well, all right.
Heaven's sake, Clint, get on with it.
You can't rush greatness, Doc.
What sort of greatness can we be expecting here?
You're about to witness the most sure-footed, slick speed horseback riding you've ever seen.
Well, by all means, then.
Yeah!
Is this American humor? I've been waiting to see what all the fuss is about.
Oh, yeah. I think I've ridden too far. I must be 10 towns away by now. Doc! Doc Clark! Oh! How'd you get here so fast?
I never left.
Then how'd I get here so slow?
Perhaps we should get you back into your shop. We can hone your design.
I don't get it. This strange feller came in and ordered 3 sets of lead horseshoes.
Lead horseshoes?
Yep.
There must be some sort of kerfuffle. Everyone knows lead horseshoes would make your horse as slow as molasses.
Oh, guess I gotta do it again.
Should we talk about that or should we talk about the plan?
I think we leave that.
Beg your
Yeah.
pardon, man.
Oh, yes,
What
sir.
seems to be the trouble?
Oh, ain't no trouble. We're just, thinking.
Aw, thinking, huh? Well, sometimes thinking gets you caught in a loop. You ever get caught in a loop before?
What do you mean?
Well, it's like running on a log in the water. You think you're going somewhere, but you're just getting wet and upsetting the fish.
I don't understand that.
Me neither.
Many people think they're chasing something important. Then they realize they've just been running in circles.
Well, golly, that's how I feel.
Well, what do you really want?
Oh, I guess I want more.
More what?
Money! More
No,
money!
No. You and I's had money, and I don't know. I just feel like I want something more valuable than gold.
Fame.
Again, something we ain't never had before.
Chasing after the wrong thing can seem fun at times, but it just leaves you empty.
Yeah, that's it. I feel like I've had all I could ever possibly want, but it's just never enough.
Well, Jesus taught us that we can only serve one master.
Master? Well, we's our own masters.
Right.
We serve ourselves.
Yeah, but we're miserable. So then who should we serve?
Master you were created to worship, of course. Jesus.
So let's just say that I love money. Money is right peachy. What makes this Jesus so great?
Well, Jesus created us, lived perfectly, and died for us, even when we didn't deserve it. He made a way for us to be right with God.
You know, I heard one time that all I ever deserve is God's judgment, but I thought he was just being mean saying that.
God's judgment? That sounds scary.
You think that's scary? Imagine jail time that never ends. God's punishment is worse, and it does last forever.
Oh, you said that God is so loving and good. Why would he punish us forever?
Well, to understand the good news of the gospel, we have to talk about the bad news, like eternal punishment.
Listen, Jesus took the punishment for us and made peace possible for those who believe in him.
What kind of punishment did Jesus have to take?
Right, did he have to pay a hefty fine?
Or perhaps serve some modest jail time?
Even greater, he gave his life.
Wow! He died? For us?
He did. On a cross. So that if you believe in him and turn from your sin, you'll be saved and have eternal life.
Well, I want to turn away from all the bad stuff I've been doing.
Me too. I mean, I've been so mean to Thelma, really just pointing out all her mistakes, but golly, I sin. That's the right word? Well, yeah, I sin way worse than she does, and Jesus forgives all of that?
Well, Isaiah 53:5 says, he was pierced for our transgressions and crushed for our iniquities. Upon him was the punishment that brought us peace, and by his wounds we are healed.
Huh?
Yes, Denise, all your sins. Sin has eternal consequences and earthly consequences.
Oh.
Yeah, I figure we got some splaining to do.
Who's he?
Well, he's here to talk about your earthly consequences.
Our earthly consequences?
Oh, Denise, I knew our past would catch up with us. We deserve so much jail time for our sinning and for having worked with the Calamity Gang and all that.
I wish we could just take it all back. Honest.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you.
Oh, those poor folk ain't gonna know what hit them.
If I may, them rich folk ain't gonna know what hit them.
That's a good one. Roasted me, hermano. Your wit's always been as sharp as marble. We'll be in and out of there like a Texas twister on a full moon Tuesday.
All right, fellas, what's the plan?
Main Street runs east to west. So Billy, you gonna head north, and I'm gonna head south. Then we gonna go west down the backs of them buildings, and Mac's gonna head straight down Main.
Ah, yes, we's gonna triangulate.
Exactly, without drawing no attention to ourselves.
Ready, Billy? Mac?
Pistol ready.
My smoke wagon's ready to roll.
All right, armadillos, let's roll.
post up the horses, and y'all meet me in the middle. Evening, Madam Sheriff. A right nice evening.
That it is, partner.
Tell me, Sheriff, is my horses safe here for the night?
Honestly, friend, I'm not quite too sure these days.
Oh, that ain't no good. Say, Sheriff, maybe you could do me a big favor.
Calamity Mac!
If then you can kindly put your hands where I can see them.
Running this way won't do you no good.
That way neither, ma'am.
In fact, running ain't gonna do you no good at all.
So why don't we compromise? Us saying what to do, and you doing what we say.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Sheriff, but that there building behind you is the bank, is it not?
I can't let y'all take our wealth, you calamity cowards.
Now, I resent that remark, Sheriff.
Let's try that again, shall
Yeah.
we?
Try again. Us saying, and you doing. Remember to compromise?
Yes, it's a bank, you calamity calamari.
And does this bank happen to have a vault filled with cash, coin, and gold on top of gold?
Yes, it's a bank, you calamity clowns.
I ain't liking her tone.
Her's going back on her compromise.
And my final question of the evening. Madam Sheriff, have you been given the combination to that there vault? Oh, don't feel too bad, Missy. You done good. In fact, we'll be sure to tell it like you's the toughest sheriff we've ever done in county.
So tough.
Now, get to stepping.
Yeah, high stepping, Sheriff.
Hey, tumbleweeds, y'all! Are those the Calamity Gang's horses right there? Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Thelma, you ready to do some good for once?
These Calamity boys ain't gonna know what hit them.
They ain't gonna know what slowed them down.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's see them try to get away now.
Hide.
You know we're all just gonna catch you after this.
What, you and that big ol' hat you got there on top of your head?
I am an officer of the law.
Hey, speaking of big O, we're gonna need a steel wagon to haul all this loot.
Well, Sheriff, we can't be thanking you enough, but this here where we be parting ways.
Wait!
They're probably in the vault already.
Probably.
Let's wait till they come out, then we'll get them. Okay. I hear something. Oh. Evening, fellers. Fancy seeing y'all here in Wonder Junction.
Thelma and Doonies.
Bet you didn't think you'd see us again, huh?
I had a feeling y'all are like a bad penny.
Pennies? Well, we ain't got no pennies 'cause you took our pennies, so we'll be taking them there bags.
You'll be taking these here bags.
On behalf of the town of Wonder Junction.
Yeah! Yeah! Get 'em.
Little Miss Dooney's here thinks she's a deputy.
I am.
When you gonna get yourself a little hat to match the sheriff?
Now I've seen it all. Is Thelma a deputy too?
Deputy Doonies.
And if we say no, Deputy Doonies.
Be stepping aside now, gals. Playtime's over.
I believe we said we'd be taking them their bags now.
Oh, really? Well, who's gonna make us?
He will.
Don't do it, son.
Who is that masked man?
The Marshal!
Run for it, boys!
Get him! Go get him! Bell kick!
Gotta get out of here. They never can catch us, boys!
I got him!
Oh! Deputies, arrest those men.
By Jove, Clint, your lead horseshoes have saved the day.
I'm so happy right now. I could just ring some wind chimes. Woo!
What are you doing?
Marshal, they're all yours.
I can't believe the old gals is working for the law.
Come on, boys.
Oh, even better. We's working for the Lord.
What are you looking at?
Now, the marshal told me he could use you in his plan. I said, Marshal, I was thinking the same thing, how God could use them in his plan.
Wait, you knew all along?
I knew the marshal was in disguise, and I knew he had a plan reliant on perfect timing.
Wow, boy, did he ever.
It reminds me of a passage in Revelation. Look, I am coming soon. My reward is with me, and I will give to each person according to what they have done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end.
But what does that mean, Pastor?
I mean, it sounds real exciting.
Right.
Yeah.
Hello?